I think I look pretty good in glasses. Hello, my name is Juan Carlos Bagnell, and I am an AI skeptic. The folks at Brilliant Labs are sponsoring this video to take a look at a charming interface for AI interactions. Literally, taking a look. These are the Frame AI glasses, aiming to be a platform for developers to test new AI services on your face. This was a primary difference in my interest covering this product. I am not bullish on the current options being pushed to consumers under the banner of AI. I don't think we've seen actual business solutions that make sense given the incredible investment in cloud computing and data centers. But the folks at Brilliant Labs aren't trying to sell us on this being a consumer-facing product. They're selling a tinkering platform, and that's more fun. I am bullish on face computers. The goal is to deliver a dev kit that softens some of the edges of AI development. This is playful. The packaging is nice and simple. You pull Frame out of a cardboard tube. You're immediately greeted by lightweight glasses and this little charging clip that, when all put together, it looks kind of like a Muppet by design. It's all personality driven. The clip even has a name. It's Mr. Power. It plugs into a USB-C charger. It has a small battery inside to also charge your frames when you're out and about. Just a little extra battery backup. The frame are super lightweight and eminently wearable. I can't tell you how excited I am by this hardware after how much I've loved previous heads-up display experiments, like taking it back to Google Glass or the Focals by North. Digging a bit into the hardware, the system is monocular. You can see there's only something on my right eye. There's a small OLED in the top of the right lens, and this beams information into your eye with this middle prism. It is one of the main criticisms I have of the Frame website. They're using these CAD mockups to show the product, and you can't see how the prism is actually implanted in the lens. It makes the optical system look a little different than what's actually in the product. You'd maybe be worried. It looks like this prism would be distracting, but when the proximity of the lens is so close to your eye, I started looking past the prism about a minute after I put them on. I got used to it pretty fast. You don't really see it until there's something to see. A frame has microphones and there's a little camera in the bridge between the lenses, but there are no speakers. We're not going after those audio glasses. Every choice here, you can tell how the company is trying to keep these as lightweight as possible and maximize battery life for an optical system. No speakers, there's a smaller field of view for the projection, there's only one OLED instead of making this a binocular system. It's so simple. It's exactly the hardware evolution I'd hoped we'd see after a heavier gadget like the aforementioned Focals by North, or the other AR projector glasses that I've reviewed recently on this channel. The battery is at the end of these arms, which also helps better balance the fit on your face. The frames and the prism are broadly built to cover a wide variety of faces and heights, from the bridge of your nose to the height of your eye. But these little snap-on magnetic nose pieces are also included to help adjust the height of the lens for folks who need that additional adjustment. You can better see content projected through the prism. And like other heads-up displays, this is not a rich content display. It's doing something different than those AR projector glasses, the ones with the big fat bird bath optics. The main interactions with Frame are going to be more smartwatchy, at a glance, quick little snippets of information. It's not pretending to be AR in like a Terminator vision or RoboCop kind of way. But the information that goes to your eye feels like it's projected out in space in front of you. I'm just a little touch farsighted, and it landed at just the right distance for me to see in comfortable glances. I think a lot of folks expect that it's close to your eye, so you feel like you're having to focus close, when really the focus is pulled out slightly farther than arm's length. Every eye is different, so of course, your mileage will vary, but Brilliant Labs will provide detailed schematics to hack this hardware, or just to add things like prescription lenses. I feel Brilliant Labs is trying to steer clear of the hype cycles we've seen from other AI hardware launches. They're not trying to pretend Frame is going to be a completely standalone product that is ready to replace someone's smartphone. The team making these glasses, they know you're not gonna give up your phone. And you already own a more powerful computer in your pocket than what they could make in an affordable self-powered computing headset. So we've recently seen some products that could have just been an app on your phone. Here, there is a companion app for your phone. You're paying for a platform to take that app hands-free. Frame is a novel redistribution of the information we get from AI services, and it makes some of these interactions more organic than holding up your phone to use an AI app. When you buy Frame, Brilliant Labs gives you a bucket of tokens every month to use on AI services, and they mentioned they might add a subscription tier for folks who need a lot more tokens. My daughter spent 20 minutes asking Frame a barrage of questions about unicorns, and it cost me about 100 tokens. I think you get enough for the daily interactions this product is aiming for. Data from the camera is fed into OpenAI for visual analysis. Whisper is used for translation services. Perplexity is leveraged for web search and conversational interactions. You can dig deep into how each service is used, and you can tie in your existing subscriptions, or instead you can just keep it broad and never know when you're switching AI platforms. The Noah app on your phone is going to handle all of that for you if you want. Noah becomes the front end and personality for the AI results. But unlike some other options, you're not tied to one AI platform. The AI is really simple to use. You tap Frame to wake it up, tap to start talking to it, tap again. When you're done talking, you're going to see some dots tick by as it's thinking for a second, and then it writes out a reply that you see through the prism. Wait a couple seconds after that, and the glasses go back to sleep. Those questions and conversations are also shown in the Noah app if you want to go back and reference some of your previous queries. Currently, this is also where visual results will show up too. At present, the OLED in the glasses only displays text, but the developers are promising to bring visual responses to the glasses soon. Likewise, the camera in the bridge can only be used for visual analysis. It can't be used to take photos or videos. Then, in the Noah app, you get more options to customize your relationship with Frame. And it's not preset personalities. You can write in natural language how you want Frame to reply and interact with you. Out of the box, mine was set to a witty, friendly, but occasionally sarcastic assistant, and the tone was set to entertaining and funny. You can change up formatting, the reply length, and also specify how the AI will refer to you. I told it my name was JC. It called me JC. And then in the hack panel, you get more granular information on how the app has handled requests and responses. The system is playfully self-aware, and you can ask it questions about its own app. You can ask for more information on how different services work, or you can just ask it how much battery life it has left. It's quick and accessible, and I always appreciate accessories that don't tie up my hands. I really need to do more bad infomercial hand acting on this channel. Has this ever happened to you while using the AI? I get where some people can fixate on things like the thinking delay. It takes some time to return results, especially if the camera is sending visual data up a cell phone connection. But if you're in good coverage, I would expect most interactions to be faster from Frame than completing a similar kind of search by taking your phone out of your pocket and doing the same kind of process. Glasses can be more immediate than your phone. They're already on your face. Again, out of the box, the easiest first impression, this is focused on popular web-connected services. I am really concerned about how much power is consumed by data centers, fueling these language learning model AI experiences. But my hope is with more machine learning development that we can accomplish these interactions more on device in the future. And we've already seen incredible advancements, things like speech-to-text transcription, or Proton just announced that they're going to go to an on-device email assistant. I really hope the more practical daily driver services can be brought to the local computing power in our phones and tablets and laptops. Frame offers us a platform to test those kinds of interactions too. As the machine learning components of our gadgets get more powerful, a major play in laptop land right now, hopefully we can build things that require less data center use, which would also help improve issues with privacy and security if we could better contain our user data in a local bucket. Now, a couple things I wish this setup had out of the tube. This is built around an idea of software and hardware hacking, but it really would have been nice if there was a clip-on sunglasses solution so I could use these outside. I guess I could make something for that on my own. Also, Frame is aware of its own app, but not as much what's happening on your phone. This is not proactive at present, so it's not going to serve you alerts and notifications. When I first put it on, I got my hopes up that it might see your phone's state. You can ask it about notifications, but it always seems to reply that your phone is clear. There's nothing to respond to, which I know just isn't true. I asked the folks at Brilliant Labs about that functionality, and they said it's high on their list of things to work on. Something like this is my dream setup for notifications and alerts. Pulling your phone out of your pocket in a social situation is horrifically rude. Looking at your smartwatch while you're in the middle of a conversation is only slightly less horrifically rude. If I get a notification and it's projected out just beyond arm's length, the person I'm talking to is significantly less likely to know that anything's happening here. We don't lock eye to eye for the entire scope of a conversation. We're moving and looking away. This could be the best gatekeeper for the mess of alerts that we get from our phones these days. So much more organic than anything else we have on the market today. Those are the two omissions right now: notifications, and then also being able to project images, not just text, through the Prism. The two main functionality requests I'd love to see brought to this hardware. Otherwise, the glasses do what the developers have claimed they can do. And it's not just about the glasses, it's about the entire platform for developers. To that last point, I think we're appropriately priced for a dev kit. I really need folks to consider the history of face-worn heads-up displays, going all the way back to Google Glass and then my time spent with Focals by North. It's so encouraging that we're now down to this price for a practical, all-day, simple optical system. If you've followed my channel at all in the past, you know I'm a bit more of a hardware guy than I am a software guy, and I can't let this one point go. These are so light on your face. This is the lightest and most accessible face display I've ever worn. The consumer electronics industry has made a decade of critical missteps in trying to bring AR to the masses. We keep trying to skip over important steps along the way, like making a good, simple heads-up display. Moving a smartwatch to eye level is a crucial step to get right before we try and make rich augmented reality devices function. We need to learn more about the variety of faces and eyeballs out there to get this stuff working right. Frame is simple. It's less expensive than previous face experiments. And even though this product is focused on developers first, this kind of solution has a ton of potential to bring consumer interactions into a more organic space. And while I play with Frame and a bunch of other face computers, I wonder what your thoughts are. What are other services or interactions you would want to move off of your phone and away from a smartwatch to bring up to eye level? It could be simple turn-by-turn directions, or step-by-step recipe guides, gaming tips and tutorials. Drop me some of those tasty hot takes down in the comments below. A big thank you to Brilliant Labs for sponsoring this video, letting me take these on an extended test drive. I will, of course, leave some links in the description for folks interested in more information on Frame. As always, thanks so much for watching, subscribing to the channel, and sharing videos on social media, helping to nudge up those algorithms. Also, a huge thank you from the bottom of my heart to my awesome patrons. Their generosity is helping me keep the lights on here in the Gadget Lab. And if you have the means, I hope you'll consider joining the community at patreon.com/SomeGadgetGuy. Now, you know where you can find me around the rest of the web, at SomeGadgetGuy, basically everywhere. But these days, I'm spending a lot more time on the Mastodons, a lot less so on the Facebooks and the Instagrams, and definitely not on the Twitters. And I will catch you all on the next video.